Anyway, so tuendelee na story. So now, as Christians, you had said you were part of a church.
Yeah.
So how did the church take the fact that you guys had become pregnant out of wedlock? Yeah, like how was that time for you guys?
Hapo sasa
church you were going,
wacha kwanza
you
tuanze
had taken me
because we got the juice. I'm sorry, siko kwa
before South Sudan.
Nilikuwa yes niko active but siko kwa tulikuwa tu wale ma youth.
Tulisema ulikuwa kwa choir.
Tulikuwa tu wale ma youth wako active in the church but siko
hapa kule sound danji hivi.
Actually hata si ashering. But anyway, tulikuwa tu wale if the guys youth wale wa church unajua maybe uko active at in specific department but you are known. When we need something we know we have these people we can rely on. So I was part of those people. So church, I had created of course a relationship with the pastor. And not just him. I think for me hata sayuki chukua simu yangu and just go to pastor. So I bring a lot of pastors because I found myself working with different pastors in different things, and also being a creative. Sometimes unapata pastor fulani unamtengenezaga posters na nini So I have created friendship with Pasi. And so when it happened, he was actually among the first people who knew about it. Even before we told our parents. I was like, let me open up to a man of God. The one I feel like this is a person who would at least even advise me. Remember, atuna mentor. Atujui how people go around. I don't know somebody who has ever fallen into what I'm going through. So we have no mentor. So we are thinking about maybe the best person to advise us is a man of God. So I went there, had a meeting. It was good, but I was told, no, what you can no longer be a member of this church. You can't. And the best thing
he told you go home.
Yes.
Tell your parents.
Yes, I'm coming there. Before he told me that, and you can't be a member of this church because I do not want to be seen like I am entertaining this behavior of now people can go get pregnant and come back, talk to me, and I forgive them and continue to be members of the church. This church has leadership. And so if you're found pregnant, if you guys are pregnant, they may question, why is that person pregnant? It's a small church. So if you get pregnant, unajulikana. Adina mtoto na nasari ashajua. So it's like people are going to ask questions. And when they ask questions, at least I'll be like, yes, I'm aware. We talked about it. And we withdrew their membership from church. They can come to church. They can fellowship in church, but they are not members of the church. So that was what I was told. I've not told you not to come to church.
But you're no longer a member.
But in case of anything that you may need the church to come in for you during this period, we can't. Unless we go through a certain period of time and then we walk with you, then we can renew your membership. I had no problem until you're cleansed, possibly. I had no problem with that. For me, I was like, as long as I come to church. I was like, by then I don't even notice the membership bit. You know, me ingeni affect because sina anywhere na nidigi church. Ama like kati members tunachagua nyuma tunagawa na sadaka. Naambia sasa members simameni pale sadaka na wapatia. So I didn't feel like I'm going to lose anything. Ama nini tukifanya Holy Communion unapewa kubwa. Unapewa wine kwa glass. So I wouldn't have me was like it's okay. So akaniambia now of course aliniongelesha akaniambia now whatever you went through is nini of course ile the council. Then akaniambia I am here as your friend. I'm going to support you as a friend but not as your pastor. So what I'd say is go to your parents, both of you, go let them know what happened. Then after that, tell me the progress.
Yeah.
Then I'm able maybe to guide you as a friend what to do next.
Yeah.
So I went and did that. I called him just to let them know, what we agreed. I did. I called, he didn't pick. I called like 4 times, he didn't pick. Bea akaniambia achana So I didn't. Maybe ako busy. Well, we never thought of anything bad.
Yeah.
Because even Babe was like, maybe ako busy. Ni pasi ako busy. Maybe wachana na see. Akiona miss calls atapiga. So even me, you don't want to be a nuisance.
Yeah.
So until that Sunday, because now Bea angeenda church, so me I would go to church on our behalf. Remember, we are still in shame kidogo. We don't want to kabibi kabol kanaonekana kidogo or something like that. But anyway, there's that bit of feeling also. You tend as a Christian, or rather as a person who you didn't want to go. I know there are those ones who plan.
Yeah.
They want to get pregnant.
And it's okay.
Yes.
It's just about preference, like
Yeah.
what you want as a person.
Yeah. So for us, because we hadn't planned and we knew what we want, it had all things together. Like we had that kashem kidogo, because we were not where, that was not the place we wanted. You see. So tukaenda church tukauliza pasi akapreach pale mbele. Akapreach. And that day, I don't know, for some reason alikuwa tu na rant preaching yake.
Yeah.
Akazua akasema, this church belongs to the Lord. It doesn't belong to anybody. So if you think that you bring here tithe, and your tithe is a lot of money, don't think that just because you draw tithe a lot of money, you can come and dictate how church should be ran. And people should know that, this church. And this church is the Lord's. People here are taking advantage. Another young man here came, told me, he said,
Topic of discussion.
yes, he said that he has done ABCD, FGH, hijack. Then he said, I told him, no, this cannot happen. Just this week, he called me. I looked at the phone, I said, I'm not going to pick it. He called again. I told my wife, this phone, sichukui. Manze, that was the longest sermon ever. The church is small. Hey, that's the man. So I just had to stick around to the service, and that was the last time I was in church. That time, yeah. But I was left in a point here. I felt wounded because I was vulnerable. I opened up to someone I trusted over something. And remember, I've told you, it was like among the first people we approached. So me approaching the person, whether they mentioned my name or not, I felt betrayed. I really did feel betrayed. And I never talked. We've never spoken after that. And in my heart, I think I forgave. Rather, we forgave him. And it was sometimes Mungu anaweza kutoa place by force. Anaona maybe wewe hapa, this is not the place for you.
And also you're trusting. For me, I feel like pastors are really amazing, and they're supposed to guide us and everything. But also, acha trust yako kwanza ikuwe kwa God first. Let your fear be kwa Mungu. And then because they are anointed, they come second. They can't be, like, don't rank a pastor so
like
high
God,
such that if they speak, okay, I know kuna your respect and everything, because they are really good pastor. Because I also want to say, in as much as that pastor did that, God sent us, because I think God really sees your heart and he knows what you need. I remember there's Pastor Rafian who really supported us through the whole journey.
In fact,
Pastor
even
Dan,
on the day of delivery,
he's the one who came to pick us
at
from
night.
Wow.
Imagine.
He picked us from Coptic hospital
to home
at night. Pastor Rafian with his car.
Yeah. So there are so
Pastor
many
Dan.
pastors. Pastor Emmanuel, he has walked with us through the journey of marriage. But
Our pastor.
yeah, and
George
also
Masharia.
our parents were really supportive. Like, may I remember now, I went home when I was 7 months pregnant. You see, some already, the parents wamejua, tunaka kwao. We just stayed at Limuru for 2 months, and then we moved out, because also we needed to start our own family. And remember, each time I work from Westie, so kutoka Westie kwenda Limuru every day, it was a hassle. So we moved in together now. after some now wazee wameenda home and everything, so we moved in and now we started preparing for baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so now so in that part it's about figure for I think that time it was more of us focusing on the baby, like what the baby will need and all these things, hospital yenye tutaenda. So there was no, like I keep saying, we figured how to be husband and wife and parents the same time.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And I feel like parenting came first because now we've just moved in and the focus was this baby. Akikuja, then what? Is he gonna be okay? Are we gonna be able to raise him?
And Makiu, I'm working at I'm in the media. I'm building a name, and I'm only earning 8,000 a month,
Which doesn't come.
which does not come.
Like inakuja maybe
time.
after 3 months.
And I couldn't. And for the very first time, I felt scared because I couldn't even handle maternity for my own son.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, but
couldn't.
God was so faithful. I remember now 7 months we went to our home and broke the news to my and
Wait,
that's
you
why I
had
say
not told your parents for 7 months.
like on phone I think at some point we did,
Yeah.
but not like meeting,
No
not
meeting.
face to
Okay,
face.
okay.
So and I remember by the time now we were going for Christmas home, I was
Yeah.
7 months pregnant because Darrell came in March. We found our mom had already had a room specific for us.
Hey. Okay.
Imagine, and to date inaitangwa room ya Sam na V.
That's
And to me, I think I had feared, and that again, that's when nasema we fear
That's like
people so
breaking
much.
traditions.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
yeah.
like now you expect your mother won't talk
Yeah,
to you.
because,
Atakuwa.
Traditionally, they say you cannot sleep where your wife comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our
to see
parents
the mom
to
do that,
date.
shows you that kwake hakuna your boundaries.
Yeah,
He doesn't
you
care
see,
about that.
yeah. So and
Yeah.
they
You're my
welcomed us.
children.
Yeah, and to date
Exactly.
they say that even to him, even my dad, there are more friends than with dad right now
Ah.
than me.
That's so nice.
So my parents really embraced us, and I think they knew. And then I know parents know people like different. Sisi tuko wengi kwetu.
Yeah.
So my parents know my heart.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they knew this would break her if we treated her weirdly
Yeah.
or what. So they tried to accommodate us sana
Yeah.
such that from there we had the confidence of whatever comes, whatever does, like we are good to go.
Yeah.
No. And so Christmas happened, March we came back, now it was time for baby to come, and God provided. Then I was in a good job, so I had insurance.
Yeah.
Makiu, maternity we only paid how much? 125 bob.
125, which I paid.
125.
At least I had a place to come in.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I paid as a man for my child's birth. Na ilikuwa diaper. Ilikuwa diaper ile the first diaper he used.
Yeah.
I'm the one who paid for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
insurance covered everything.
Wow,
And in
that's
HIM.
Yes.
So that for us, it was now God showing us that.
Yeah.
Because we really, I remember after now the pastor preached and everything, we never went back to church,
Yeah.
but we really prayed.
We prayed. I remember, Nani, sorry to cut you short. I remember Pastor Dan told us, when I talked to him, he told me to read Psalms 51. It's a prayer where David, after he had fallen, he went to the cave and prayed.
Yeah.
And we read it. I think we read it together. And alituambia tu, you go guys read Psalms 51.
And don't feel
And-
like, as I saw you have done the
Yes,
worst
and then
thing in the
akatuambia,
world.
yes, alituambia
Yeah, they were
if
really
God's grace
encouraging. Yeah.
is not gracious enough to forgive you, then his work on the cross was nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Niliona juzi meme ingine, at some people here out, they're acting as if Jesus died for them and fainted for some.
Very kali. Wee.
Kanairo,
Wee.
kuinje. Nikuta.
But it's so
Yeah.
true because kuna I like it may look funny, but it's true that there are people who feel like
Mungu ni mia.
especially let me say this, the church as an institution and as a place where we represent the kingdom of God, I feel like it's a narrative that needs to be spoken about on how sin is addressed. Yeah, because a church is a place where you go for medication. You don't go nikimwana kichwa you don't go to be wounded more. Siwezi enda ati naumwana kichwa niende hosi alafu either nifukuzwe ama nivunjwe shingo. Sasa you get, we need to be I need to know if I go to hosi,
Yeah.
I'm going because I need help.
Yes.
And I don't go there because ndio nitangazwe.
Yeah.
Ati sasa nikuje aanze kunitangaza na nguvu like huyu she does like nini, you know, you want, and especially like some see, a lot of sin is in church. Any sin is shameful. Utaki kuambiwa pale mbele wewe ndio wewe ndio ule unafanyaga, huyu ni mwizi. You ni mwizi, you know,
especially when usha recognize. For me, I feel like not unless you recognize or not correct, the fact that I already know, so don't make it worse. I came and told you.
You didn't realize. See, ati ulisoma kwa Edgar Obare. Mimi ndio nimekuja nimekushow. Sija ukusikia iti. Si iti ulipata. Mimi nimekuja nimespill hiyo tea. Mimi ndio nimekuletea tea yangu nikakwambia hivi ndivyo kuko. So you come, take me. I was vulnerable. I trusted you. Take me. I feel like and not just church. And when I say church, I actually mean even us as friends.
Actually, your church has done GM.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
let's not condemn.
Extend grace to people, because you don't know the thing that person is already going, being in that situation, and you don't even know where they are coming from.
Plus, he who has not seen, be the first one to cast a stone. Because wewe mwenyewe unaweza kuwa. Let me tell you the fact. This is a true fact. Niliambiwa I think Tarafian. Alinishow, you see, when you go to a church, wale wasiokuwa wa kwanza kukukastia stone na kukujudge, some of them is cause hawajapatikana. But they also having their own struggles. Inaweza kuwa mwingine yeye ukunywa ni vile yako ni ile iko na evidence. After huwezi hide nini yako, huwezi bury the evidence. In fact, like unaweza pata msiako pale kwa choir, ana judge mwenye ako na ball, lakini yeye si ati ako very ati righteous. Yeye the reason ana ball ni kwa sababu yeye amedungwa sijui family planning. Ama maybe ameabort. But you see, most people are usually the first one to cast a stone. Yet anasahau hata yeye mwenyewe hayuko perfect. Hayuko perfect.
Yeah, but I feel like once you dedicate yourself, because that's we really had that conversation with God, and we're like, yes, this is not how we want it, but we want you to also bless us. No, your repentance too. And so even moving forward, we were like, but God is for us. Like we don't really care about other people. And yani, so God came through for us your time. Sasa when delivery, we paid 125 bob. Higher months, like few months in, our baby was kulikuwa na competition ya can baby diapers. Facebook. So many parents walieka watoto wao. So you had to send a photo and then mtaselectiwa. So we were selected, we were at least top 7. Then kwa top 7 tukaambiwa tutume majina zote za watoi, the age and everything. And then guess what? We were top 3. Do you know my baby had sisi atujui diaper by the way. Apart from the first month, my baby was given a whole year of diaper supply.
Whole year of diaper supply.
Whole year.
Tulikuwa tunaenda tu diaper, mnapigwa kapicha pale. Na kuambia diapers umejaza hivi.
And we used to give out.
Mtu yana nyamba una change diaper. Yani because you know uko la mingi. Alaona diaper hiyo ni chafu ina hewa mbaya. Akikojoa diaper. As in you had so many that you would that tulipewa say by the way.
Tulipeana because even by the time yanamaliza we still had diapers, so we gave them out as well. So yani for us, those to other people it might it's not small, even to other people. Watu wenye wana watoto wanajua diapers ni expensive, but for us hizo zilikuwa tiny assurances of God is with us. Because now remember some are 8,000 and haikujangi.
Hizo diaper ngapi? Hizo diaper 8. Packs 4
na wakigrow ni maybe packs 3.
Oh guy Jesu singetoboa.
So Darrell Pete Karaoke was born March 9th, 2016. And so our lives changed. Like it was the best thing because now you're not focused on we mess. Now it's like, oh, we are parents. We need to do better. We need to take care of this tiny person. And even our lives changed. Because I think that's when Sam now revived the graphic design in him. Now he started like looking for clients. Maybe I don't need 8 to 5.
Yes, so I had to quit film. Because now it was not, at this point I'm like, naji enjoy. So we pushed a lot about even to Comic-Con, now being more more consistent on now we need to look for jobs that are able to pay.
Yeah.
And vitu kama hizo. Also we look for a church intentionally.
Yeah.
Which I would advise for anyone, because what you're speaking about, even what that scenario, some others wanasimamishagwa church pale mbele.
Yeah.
Na wanaambiwa
I
wewe,
was told of a church that does that.
yes,
Unaitwa pale mbele.
Unaitwa hapo mbele nyinyi wa.
Unaambiwa hawa ni watenda
Dhambi.
dhambi.
Wanakula uroda.
hawa
Ombeni msamaha kanisa.
na si ati unaomba ati usame wewe kuwe member.
Sasa watu wameketi huko wanakujali.
Aki.
Yes.
Yao wako perfect.
I know.
Walikuwa
Because that's the thing.
hawajashikwa.
Why you answerable to people?
Exactly.
It's to God, you know.
Imagine. And it's
Yeah.
a really big church by then.
Hatutaki majina. We are not tujasema
We're
ni
not
nani.
about to spoil your church.
Yes, we do not. But you see, what I had to note, I realized as we were speaking, as baby saying that we realized that God is the centerpiece of us,
Yeah.
and we had no mentor, but the only mentorship we'd get is from the person who created the wedding, the marriage institution, and even parenting.
Yeah.
He's the father of fatherless, so he's the best person to learn from. But also we needed him to direct us to people who can walk us through physically, somebody that maybe we can be accountable with. So we started looking for a church. I think kuna time for a whole month na jump from one church to another. Naenda hii nakuja na niliuliza how was it.
Not that.
And I told God, when I go there, I know I will know. So I think the first church that we settled was Sparklands Baptist. Where we served. It was a very good church until now, where we are right now, where we transitioned to
Which is later. Yes.
City Lighters Church.
Yeah.
At City Lighters nilikuwa nimepatana na Danji siku ingine before. Aniambia ndio ukam, nikamwambia hiyo church na maceleb.
Aya.
Umekumbuka that time?
Mwenye ni celebrity.
So when I went there, Daniel niambia when you come to church inaga uceleb. Endo come utanotice hata hakuna mtu anatambuaga maselebu. Hapo tunaenda tunadimi. Maselebu hata wana serve. So when we went there, that's where we got a home. And what I'm trying to direct is that you need Christ, and you need a home. A place where you get fueled.
It's not the end. If a church fails you, ama you are wounded, because sometimes it's not even about our situation. Some people will serve, but maybe how recognize you, because I have had a person alikuwa praise and worship, and then yani kuomba tu ruhusa, that was like hautarudi praise and worship, you know, and that person walks with that wound. So it's never the end, because it's not about the church, it's about Christ. You know, and it's a journey. You never stop on that journey of looking and searching for Christ to fellowship, unaona. But let's go back. So we are now parents, new parents, life is happening. We started drama stage. So our drama stage was bad.
It was bad. Because at this point we are asking ourselves now, we are fighting. It's a crash course, umetolewa from girlfriend, boyfriend to suddenly married and parenting. So we are hubby, wifey, dad, mom. And we are and now Mimi, I'm supposed to pay bills with my 8K. This 8K is supposed to handle bills, my responsibilities as a man in the house. And then at that point ana work, but also zilikuwa zingine ni challenge that are necessary, because I remember she used to push me a lot at that point. Akozile za me, I'm going for a break, I leave. And we can't continue living this way. Hatuwezi kunategemea mshahara yangu. Mimi niko pale. So there were some drama stage were real, but then again there needed to be we didn't know how to win together. So even if it's a valid reason why you're fighting, you're not fighting. What did you call it in?
You're fighting each other, not the problem.
You're not fighting the problem.
But even I don't feel like finances was really an issue for us.
It was
I remember most times it was about the baggage now you bring.
And also
remember sasa tulikuwa tumefanya premarital whatever counseling. So it's like some alikuwa anafanya these things na alikuwa anajua this, and that's the way of living for him. And now there's V mimi najua hivi nimeona hivi, because sana it's not even about at 23 what did I really know about marriage or my relationship. So it's more of how I saw my parents. So I want a dad to see my dad in some, because that's the only marriage I have experienced and watched, you see. Maybe some wants to see a mother in me, or like
or whatever relationship that you've ever seen.
Yeah,
and
also
you are learning from other relationships that have not worked. So if you see something that looks similar to a relationship that did not work,
unasema ndio hiyo
hiyo tabia ndio hiyo tabia ndio ile msee
hapo pale tunaenda.
Yeah, it was Said looking back sometimes we laugh at some things, because were they really
and even we had external people like maybe even as you're speaking about finances, we still had people who were speaking ill about me not having to work. And you see, the people you keep close are very important, because the voices are to listen. We had friends who would come and tell her, hey, niaje huyu jamaa
entertain boy hana
huyu
hana do unambaby
seat. So we still had those ones. And you see, itatoka hapo yeye atakali kwa sawa akikuja kwangu anaona,
why don't you do like you know?
So there's that bit. So we had to now start seeing who do we listen to and how do we handle this. So at this particular point in time tulianza kujiuliza, are we here for the baby? Or do we really need to be together at this point?
Oh, sorry.
I have to kill it.